Dear Prep 3 students, how are you? I hope you're fine. Now we are going to deal with your AIM High course, Unit 1, titled as Surveillance. What is surveillance? Surveillance is the idea of being monitored or watching by others, okay? Here is the text, says somebody's watching you. From the beginning, article number A says CCTV cameras. What is CCTV cameras? CCTV is an abbreviation for the words closed circuit television cameras, which you can see all over the country here, outside supermarkets, which you can film all people in the street or in any place, okay? So CCTV cameras were initially, what is the meaning of the word initially? Initially means at first. Developed as a means of security for banks. So it starts for banks. Then, in Britain, they first appeared in 1953. And by the 1960s, there were already a few cameras in major streets in London. Today, there are more than 4 million CCTV cameras across the country. So the number is increasing, okay? That's one camera for every 14 people. The cameras are here to film. Here, the word film is a verb, means to record. To film dangerous or illegal behavior. Illegal means against the law. Any illegal behavior is filmed. So all the people are being filmed by these cameras. Dangerous behaviors with new software. They can automatically recognize the faces of non-offenders. Who are offenders? Offenders are people who break the law, okay, as criminals. And a new kind of CCTV in the Netherlands can detect angry voices and automatically warn the police of trouble. Some CCTV cameras can even interact with, means deal with, the people they are watching. But these cameras don't just watch criminals, they watch all of us. Almost all of the time. Every time we go into a shop, use a cash machine, or travel on public transport, a camera records your action. The amount of surveillance in towns and cities across Britain is increasing. Why? Because it is thought to deter crime. So, the government there thought that increasing the amount of being filmed for people has the ability to stop, deter means stop, to deter crime. Some goods and shops now have RFID tags. What's RFID tags? RFID is an abbreviation for radio frequency identification tags attached to them. When you pick up one of these items, the RFID tag sends a radio message to a CCTV camera, and the camera starts filming you. So even the goods inside the shops have a tag which is connected to the camera. Shops say that this technology helps to catch shoplifters. Who are shoplifters? Shoplifters are thieves who steal from the shops. But only by treating everybody as a potential criminal. And this is we can say the negative idea about these cameras. Everyone who enters the shop is a potential criminal, okay? Cameras and tags are not the only ways of monitoring our actions. Every time you make or receive a call on your mobile phone, the phone company knows the number of the phone you are calling and how long the call lasts. It's even possible to work out means calculate, your exact location. The police often use this information when they are investigating serious crime. Investigate means look into. And let's get to number D. And what about satellites? Here's another way of monitoring. Are they watching us from space? How can they see? Or how much can they see? Anybody with a computer can download Google Earth. It's an application. And get satellite photos of the entire world. It means the whole world. Perhaps governments are using even more powerful satellites to watch the illegal actions of their citizens. Citizens mean inhabitants. Even when you are at home, you are not necessarily safe from surveillance, so take care. High-speed internet connections have made computers more vulnerable, means weak, than ever before. When you use your computer to visit websites, you are probably sending and receiving cookies. Cookies means, as we say, small adverts, without realizing it. What can cookies do? Cookies transfer information from your computer to the website, and in theory, they could record which websites you visit. Or perhaps somebody has secretly installed a keystroke logging program on your computers. These record every letter that you type on the keyboard, your passwords, your emails, and your bank account's number. For example, modern technology is making it easier and easier to stay in contact, but it's also making it nearly impossible for us to hide. Here was match vocabulary. Here are the meaning of the words and definitions. Let's start with number one. A machine from which you can withdraw money. What is a machine from which you can withdraw money? We can say it is a cash machine. Cash machine. The careful watching of people who may have done something wrong, this is surveillance. To tell somebody about something dangerous means to warn somebody. Against the law is illegal. Inhabitants of state or a nation, these are citizens. Labels which you attach to an item or suitcase, as we say, these are tags. Keeping a check on something means monitor. To calculate means to work out. People who steal from shops are called, as we said, shoplifters. And take care of these definitions. At the beginning or at first means initially. People who break the law are called offenders. To communicate with somebody or to speak with him is to interact and takes preposition with. To make someone decide not to do something means to deter or to stop. Possible means potential. Weak and easy to be attacked, vulnerable. Take care of all these definitions because they are important for the choose question. Now, let's get to the extend part in your book. In this part, we are going to use the suffix in order to transform the verbs into nouns. What are suffix? Suffix are the letters which you add to a verb in order to transform it into a noun. What are these suffixes? Here we have meant, ans, and shall. Let's look at the words here. Here we have the word appear or verb appear. The noun of appear is appearance. Then we have the verb assist, means to help someone. What is the noun of assist? The noun is assistance. So the noun of assist is assistance. Then we have attach. The noun is attachment. Detect, detection. Develop, development. Exasperate means to make you feel disappointed, means, or for the verb, the noun is exasperation. Then we have harass, means to annoy someone. The noun is harassment, annoying. Investigate for the police, investigation. When I say the police are doing an investigation into the crime. Recognize, recognition. Treat, and treatment. Let's use these words in our exercise here. She sent off the email without including the attachment. Here, attachment is a noun. The police have contacted relatives of the victim. You know victims? Victims are people who are being attacked, or we can say in Arabic, ضحايا, to help them in there. What can the police do? They can do an investigation. There has been a new what in the case of the stolen money? There has been a new development. Means they have reached something or some ideas to develop the case of the stolen money. My grandmother has pneumonia. It's we can say a disease in the chest or in the lungs. So she has been admitted to hospital for treatment. What's the treatment here? As a cure. The want of a masked man in the bank caused all the customers to panic. Here we can say the appearance. When the old man fell over, we quickly ran to offer him assistance. The shopping center installed security camera for the detection of criminals. To the team's exasperation, it started to rain, so the match was cancelled, so they were disappointed, so did the team's exasperation. She looked at me with no sign of recognition in her eyes, okay? These are the nouns used, and you have to be careful of them, and you have to know the meaning of the sentence in order to complete in a correct way or properly, okay? Now, here, my dear students, we are going to deal with some verbs for looking, and these verbs are so important, so take care of the difference between using them. These verbs are used for different kinds of looking, so as they are related to you, that's your side or your eyes. Match them with the definitions. Here's the word gap, glance, glare, observe, beak, appear, spot, and stare. Let's look at their meaning. Number one, to look at somebody or something for a long time means to stare, okay? Number two, to look at somebody or something angrily. When you do something wrong at home, your mother looks at you angrily without speaking. This means glare. So when you look at someone when you are angry, so this means glare. To watch somebody or something carefully, to discover more about them means to observe. You know, this is when you enter an exam and there are people who are watching you because they want you not to cheat, so this is observing as teachers. To look at somebody or something with your mouth open means you don't understand. This means gape. So when you look your mouth open means you don't understand, this is gaping. To look at somebody or something quickly, without taking a long time, this is glance. Glance. To try to see somebody or something when you cannot see it, or them clearly, this is peer. We can say that your grandma can't see well, she is peering to see well. To look at somebody or something quickly and secretively, this is beak. When you look at your mom's suitcase or bag to see if she has got you something as sweets and so on, this is beaking. To see somebody or something suddenly means to spot. We can say we can spot mistakes in the exam. My dear students, I hope you get benefit from what I have introduced to you. I wish you to study well, and thank you so much.